She wants lunch.
Today, we have a special treat. We are joined by Elisabet Stamm, creator of Stamm, and we are going to be chatting about the best or worst invention of the 20th century, depending on who you ask, the tracksuit. I'm your host, Leo Gunlami, and this is The Perfect X. What was the first tracksuit you owned?
I think the first one I remember is the one I was wearing at my first day of school. It was cotton, it was bubblegum pink,
Gorgeous.
white, and then this sort of like faded bread green.
I love every single colour under the sun.
That was my sort of little black dress, because all the other girls were wearing dresses, right? Yeah.
A tracksuit is your LBD.
Yeah.
Do you remember how old you were?
I was 6.
Oh my God, being like a 6-year-old and picking out your tracksuit and being like, you knew you were the coolest girl. Talk to me a bit about the history of your brand, Stamm.
Stamm means family. I started traveling the world with my dad in his truck. My fashion take was not fashion, it was my dad's Volvo jackets. And coming from the flat grey countryside of Denmark, when you drove across Germany towards Poland, Russia, I saw graffiti that was, mind-blowing, colors, everything. So then later on as a designer, I've always enjoyed like traveling, and I love streetwear. So it's a combination, and I wanted to unify all of those aspects.
What would you say your brand tracksuit philosophy is?
One thing that's very important in that philosophy is the pattern itself.
Yeah.
So the construction of the garment. Another point is the fabrics.
Yeah.
I like to actually sometimes let the fabric choose if I should go left or right in the design.
So you're letting the tracksuits speak for themselves and decide their own fate.
Yeah.
I love that. How do you approach shape when you come to tracksuits? Do you prefer traditional or reinventive?
So I like the traditional ones a lot. And then I like, on the contrary, something very like maybe my own work that is more loose, or you do something about it, and I'm not so keen on everything in between.
Should you ever see someone's ankles in a pair of tracksuits?
No.
No, hard no. Can you see our ankles? No, you can't. Bit of my foot's coming out once in a while, but you will never see an ankle.
Toes coming out too.
Can a tracksuit be dressed up for a more formal occasion?
100%.
Exactly.
But it has to be very well paired, I would say.
What are your top tracksuit styling tips?
Personalize it, and don't show your ankles.
Yeah, that's it, guys. There's one rule, don't show your ankles. Okay, we are getting to the speed round section of the show. Are you ready?
Okay, yes.
Mile grey, yes or no?
No.
Cuffed or wide leg?
Wide.
Big hood or small hood?
Depending on the head, size of the head. Yeah.
Tracksuit and high heels, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Plain or patterned?
Pattern.
Hood up or hood down?
Hood up.
Baggy or tight?
Baggy.
Finally, Elisabeth, could you give your hottest take on tracksuits down the camera?
I think we as designers need to stop over-designing the tracksuit. No more weird straps for the sake of straps. No over-pocketing. Liberate the tracksuit.
Liberate the tracksuit! And on that inspirational note, it is the end of our episode. Thank you so much, Elisabeth, for joining us.
Thank you.
I've been your host, Leo Gunlami, and I will see you on the next episode of The Perfect X.
Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time.
Goodbye.